your film ain't shit if I ain't shot it.
Welcome, hello world. Welcome again to another episode of the AllaDat Shit podcast. This is your boy Benjamin Dranklin.
It is your boy Benzel Washington.
And this is the AllaDat Shit podcast, where we are here to talk about not just some of that shit, not just most of that shit. We here to talk about
all that shit.
And since today, of all days, is none other than, you feel me, Juneteenth, June 19th, Juneteenth, however you want to motherfucking go about it.
Yeah, you know.
This episode is brought to you in part by All Things Nigga.
Nigga.
First and foremost, we want to celebrate to the niggas out there. When we say niggas, we ain't just talking about no niggas as in men. We talking about the nigga community. Black, African American, Aboriginal, whatever you want to call it, indigenous, all types of bull. Niggas. We know who niggas are. Niggas know who they are. This episode has been brought to you in part by y'all. You feel me? So we here to talk about all things niggas, and I want to get into one of the first things niggas is, you feel me, known for is, you feel me, we responsible for literally everything in America, but the
pretty much
the culture in which, you feel me, we conduct ourselves in, the lingo, the slang, the terminology. Give me one of your top favorite black phrases.
It's gonna be straight from the Bay Area. It ain't even no phrase, it's a word, nigga. Hella. You know, hella that shit.
Hella, yeah, hella.
It's hella hot, nigga.
Hella is legitly one of the frequent vocabulary words I use, you feel me, often. Like often.
Yeah.
Often. One of my favorite black phrases is ain't nobody got time for that. Cause legitly ain't nobody got time for shit. It don't matter what's going on. If it don't fit what a nigga feeling at that moment, he don't got time for it, even if he ain't got nothing to do that day.
I'll be there in a minute.
See, that's one of the
I'll be there in a minute.
that's one of the greatest phrases of all time, because nobody in the history of nigga can calculate exactly how long that minute is.
Could be 60 seconds. Could be 30 seconds. It could be 5 minutes.
That it could be an
I was
hour.
about to say shit. It could be an hour, nigga.
Just know I'm gonna be there in a minute. I ain't say a quick minute. I ain't even say like it was gonna take too long. A minute. But it's gonna be a minute. No matter, you feel me, how long it takes, just know it's gonna
I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a minute. You feel me? As we got House Party playing in the background, actually one of the greatest black movies, you feel me, of the 90s. I think it came out in 1990, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? They really tried to have us thinking that these grown ass men was in high school, and we did. We believed it.
I mean, what's crazy is though, nigga, back in the day, niggas did look that old though.
I'm sorry.
This is true. Actually, this is a fact.
Niggas look that old.
Back in them times, it was grown men that was grown men. It was 16-year-olds looking like they was 38.
Yeah. Talking about, nigga, I'm 16. Nigga, you look 30.
You're wrinkling my school clippers. Oh man, shout out to the niggas. Shout out to the niggas. Each generation of nigga, we came a long way from what we was, but we also dropped a long way from what we originally was. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to our, you feel me, original roots. Being nigga is cool. You feel me? Being nigga is
Nothing wrong with being a nigga.
but it's only niggas in America. It's only niggas in America. It ain't niggas outside of this, you feel me, system or whatever, you feel me. But back to, you feel me, the overall objective of the episode, all things niggas. Nigga moments in history. What's one of your favorite nigga moments in history?
Ooh, I would have, let me see. My favorite, I ain't gonna say it'd be my favorite, but a nigga moment. I don't know, you have to come back to me on that one.
If you think about it, all moments in history involved a nigga at some point. At some point. I feel like one of the best nigga moments was Kanye for me. When Kanye literally just was on TV and he was like, nigga, George Bush does not care about black people.
Lil Mama walking on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys.
Actually, you feel me? That might have been one of the greatest nigga moments because who and what told her to do that?
She thought because they was representing New York, she had the right to walk up there.
Now that was their song.
But still, being from New York, she thought she had the right to walk up there.
That okay. So if I'm ever at a concert and the Loonies is performing, I'm a Raider, a Oakland Raider. Being that I'm both a Oakland Raider and I'm from Oakland, I should have the right to go on stage.
If you have a Raider jersey on, I'll bounce up on that motherfucker.
I mean, that's different. Raider fans, we different. We actually are accepting to
Exactly.
other Raider fans and all that stuff. Lil Mama had no intentions. She had no business being up there. That moment wasn't for her. That moment was not for her. We didn't even want Jay-Z up there, but it was his song.
She did what every New Yorker wanted to do.
In that moment?
In that moment.
We gotta give her credit for that then. I'm pretty sure. If every nigga from New York, not even if it was a nigga, if every New Yorker in that moment wanted to get on that stage with them and stunt that they was proud to be from New York, but Little Mama took the courage and the initiative to do that shit herself, I can't fault her for it. We gotta give her credit. That takes some guts. She dropped her nuts that day.
She did what every New Yorker thought about doing. But all the New Yorkers that stood back and watched her do was surprised as fuck.
One of the greatest nigga moments in sports is when my man's Floyd Mayweather could not he couldn't answer the man's question because he didn't know what the fuck magnitude meant. Floyd, I fuck with you. Trust me, I wouldn't have even knew that shit at that point in time.
J.R. Smith holding the ball thinking there was only 3 seconds left.
Marshawn scraping through the field with the cart. Both times when he did it at Cal and on the Raiders.
Nah, fuck that. Marshawn running a high school over at McClimon's.
Yeah. Marshawn actually is, you feel me, credited for a lot of the nigga moments in sports because I'm just here so I don't get pumped.
I'm just here so I can smoke.
You feel me? Hey, this I would go off topic real quick because of this movie. Hey, once again, House Party is still one of the greatest 90s movies, black movies in history. But who was the better rapper? Who?
Kid or play? Who was the better rapper?
Who had the doper lyrics? Let Kid say Kid was the one with the dope lyrics. He was the one that should have been rapping at the party, you feel me? But we don't know how bad he bombed at the talent show.
It must have been bad.
It must have been bad because Play didn't play. His homeboy, his own peoples. That's my man, Honey Graham. He didn't even want him rapping at his own party. It must have been that weak. But Kid had the dope lyrics, nigga. You heard him, nigga. He was ready to rip up the floor like confetti, nigga. I think it's time for the new kid on the block.
Kids play too much.
Hey, that would have been hard though if one of them niggas would have said that in the battle, nigga, because kids play too much.
Hey, nah, you know what I heard about? You know who this was originally supposed to be about? Or who was originally supposed to star in this? Will and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Now I could see.
But they turned it down.
I could see Will kind of being like Kid. DJ the Jazzy Jeff obviously would have had to been Bilal.
No, it was gonna go in a whole different way.
Oh, see, no.
It was gonna go. They don't know who the parts was gonna be. They just turned the movie down.
They just said fuck that. We not about to do it.
It was part of a contract because they was getting sued or some shit, some way, and they thought about if they don't do the movie or turn it down, they can get out the contract. But yeah, it went a whole different way, and the movie it was a hit.
me? And that right there, that was a nigga moment in itself because them niggas, not even to say they would have made a bad movie, but it probably would have been good for what they would have brought to the house party concept and all the stuff like that, but it wouldn't have been this house party.
No, it wouldn't have been at all.
We wouldn't have got the iconic house party that we got today. We wouldn't have got
hell no, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't have got none of this. Because
we wouldn't have got the dance.
Because kid whole thing was nigga got in trouble for a fight at school. It wasn't even really a fight. He threw some jello at a nigga. He had a right though. You call my mama a hoe, or even assume that my mama is, you feel me, any type of sex worker or some shit like that. Back then, your mama jokes was deadly.
Oh, I'm eating your ass.
My mama being dead, Pops would have just had to understand, nigga, like, nigga, my mama dead, nigga, I'm gonna fight niggas forever over my mama being dead.
You gonna talk about my mama like that?
But all he had to do really was come home and tell his Pops what happened. That's really all Pops was mad over, bro. It's not really what happened, it's how the fuck niggas find out about shit. So had he told Pops the real deal, he probably would have been able to go to the party and all the shit anyway. I want to have a house party. Ooh. That's gonna be long.
I want to have a backyard boogie.
A backyard boogie would be lit.
Nigga have a backyard boogie, nigga. Nigga ain't had one. Nigga ain't had one in a long time.
I wonder if niggas gonna since we celebrating Juneteenth and then these higher ups made this shit a federal holiday and such and such and such and such. We gonna stop celebrating the 4th of July now, niggas? Like,
nah, I'm gonna keep blowing shit up.
Why not blow shit up on Juneteenth? We giving these niggas too much power, man. We already know they whole thing is about money and how much we spend our money and what we spend it on. Juneteenth right now, we supposed to be spending our money on all things nigga. All black businesses supposed to be rich as fuck on today alone. We supposed to be treating Juneteenth with the same spirit that we treat Black Friday and shit.
He ain't black, but he a nigga though. Shout out Burner. This thing is brought to you by Hemp Water.
Burner is like 100% nigga.
Oh, I know he's 100% nigga. Nigga is nigga.
Nigga is nigga. Nigga don't just stem to black people. Like nigga is nigga. We as black people took nigga
and ran with it.
And we made nigga what nigga is today. But you feel me? Nigga ain't nothing but an ignorant motherfucker. Technically, if you want to get technical, and this ignorant motherfuckers of all motherfucking races and all this shit. That's what this is? No, that's this. This is in here.
That's in there.
What's this?
That's that. What it was.
Concentrate has been brought to you part by Buzz Out. I'm telling y'all, fuck with my peoples. That's, you feel me? Buzz Out. You could go on their website, 510buzzout.com. I mean, you feel me? Order.
This is brought to you by Buzz Out, but this one's actually brought to you by Nub.
Shout out Nub. Go get you some. That's all you need to do. Go get you some. Why waste your time? I still fuck with my street dudes, you feel me? Some y'all gotta get y'all shit together though, you feel me? Cause some of these weed y'all selling niggas out here ain't what y'all selling.
Man.
Just tell niggas the truth. I don't mind smoking kush. Don't lie and tell me that it's cookies, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
Remember old school platinum cookies?
Keep that bitch to the curb and let me ride with my equipment. I'm the DJ.
I need some old school thin mint cookies. Like the old school original thin mint cookies. The original thin. I need some of them. I ain't seen them in some years, nigga. They got them?
No, they got thin mint.
Nothing.
They got thin mint, bro.
I gotta tell boss man get some, cause you feel me, I get tired. You feel me, spending my money elsewhere when I can spend it at my own job and get myself paid.
I was just in the area.
Oh no, sometimes it's about convenience.
I was just in the area right by the job, so you know I went online real quick.
Sometimes it's about
Ordered
convenience.
some shit, picked it up, and it was 5% off when you order online.
Like if I'm in the hood, I'm getting some hood weed because I'm right there already, and I might as well just
Of course.
But when I can help it, I like to, you feel me, get my weed from the dispensary. It's just a little bit.
I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm paying for.
I know what I'm getting. I'm getting exactly what the fuck I'm paying for. So if I want to spend $80 on the eighth, I know I'm at least
the quality of it.
The quality of it is gonna be $80 worth.
I know the percentage on this motherfucker. I know the terps on it. I know the cannabinoids on it. Like, I know it's gonna have a good flavor.
I know the shit I need to know. That's gonna be my approval to get me the high that I like getting. And most of you motherfucking street weed motherfuckers don't be having the weed that y'all really be promoting.
Right.
For the ones that do, I fuck with y'all. Y'all know who y'all are.
Y'all niggas go straight to the motherfucking corner store, smoke shop shit, go buy the hell little packs like this and shit, and just go throw weed in it and call it that brand. Nah, it ain't that shit, nigga.
I tried, bro. It was with the left. You feel me? Now, keeping on the topic of all things nigga. What's your favorite nigga food?
Food?
Favorite nigga food?
Favorite nigga food. Rich.
Mine's would definitely be chicken.
Chicken? I was thinking that too.
Mine's for sure would be fried chicken for sure. Like, the whole concept of soul food, really, but if I'm being specific, I'm definitely rolling with fried chicken.
I'm going with oxtails there, nigga. I had some of them last night.
Anything I feel like, anything my mama cooked was considered nigga food. Like,
what's your favorite side dish?
My favorite side of all time?
Your favorite side dish?
Yams.
Yeah.
Yams. Macaroni and cheese is a close second.
Top three, no particular order. It'd be yams, mac and cheese, and greens.
I'm a different type of nigga though, like, and most people probably be looking at me and weird and disgust or whatever, but I like coleslaw.
You know, make it.
Like, I'm one of them niggas, like, this is back in the day. I don't eat this shit now, like, as far as, like, a lot of fast food and all that stuff, but back in, like, when we was growing up, nigga, KFC coleslaw was on point.
That shit was smacking.
That shit was on point. And, like, I don't eat everybody's coleslaw, like, you feel me, my older cousin, he make coleslaw pretty fucking good. His shit been the only ones that I ate after you feel me, other than KFC's back in the day.
I mean,
but KFC coleslaw used to smack. It's like potato salad. I don't really eat everybody potato salad neither.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody can't make that shit. Everybody really can't cook.
I ain't gonna lie. One potato salad that you can never go wrong with, that's always gonna be on point.
Safeway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
That's the only exception when it comes to this store bullshit. Safeway potato salad is not top tier, but it's close to, if you want that, I want that home feeling. That's close as you gonna fucking get. That's as close as you gonna get. You're not getting nowhere near whoever make the best potato salad in your world. Cause you feel me, your people's shit might not be as good as my people's shit, but it might be good to you. So whoever make the best potato salad in your world, if you want close to that, store bought, Safeway is where you need to go. You feel me? Other than that, stick to who cook for all family events because everybody can't cook. You feel me? If my family was to throw like a family reunion, or you feel me, a little family gathering, which they fucking should though. My auntie Sugar make the potato salad. She the only person that make the potato salad. That's the only potato salad I'm eating. If it ain't Aunt Sugar's, I ain't touching it. Unless my mom or my sister, you feel me, is making some personal shit at the house, but that's just my mom ain't there. That don't count.
I know mom's though there.
Yeah, that don't count. Like, you feel me?
Triple threat?
Yeah, you feel me? I rap trapped and be a dad. I'm a triple threat. I'm a triple threat my damn self. So, it's only fitting. Hey, you, erase your head.
Hey, Eraserhead.
That nigga Kid had that on and thought he was fresh to death going to the party.
Hey, we'll ask the question.
What's one of the best things you like about being, you feel me, a nigga?
Oh, Jesus. Let's go. Hey, you watch understand? Because we are.
Best thing I like about being a nigga.
Yeah. I mean, besides the obvious of being a nigga.
I was gonna say shit, being a nigga. Knowing that.
Hey, what are you doing?
Knowing that nigga we're more superior. And they hate it.
I was about to say, to know that they hate you, but just the simple fact of being you should let you know how powerful you is. Like,
you're a more powerful being.
Like that should let you know. Like they hate you just for being you. You ain't even gotta do nothing.
That's how much power you have.
You could literally just be born. The fact that you born black or nigga, however you want to look at the case, you feel me? They like, oh no, we know who he is. We know what he capable of. We don't like this nigga.
Ooh. Hey, so I got something for us, alright? I was in rallies last night. And they got some shit called Miracle Berry Cubes. Supposedly this shit turns sour shit sweet. And supposedly you're supposed to take one, let it dissolve in your mouth, then you digest, let it fully dissolve, you ingest it. For about 20-40 minutes, you will be having a sensation of not tasting anything sour, but everything will be sweet.
That's cold.
We're about to try this shit out.
You try it and smoke some sour diesel.
So it should be sweet diesel. That's what they look like.
Like a baby manly.
Yeah, so you must put it in your tongue, move it around, just till it fully dissolves. Take about like a minute or two. Cameraman did it already, I see.
That nigga was way ahead of the game.
That nigga Ben did it.
What you got in the cradle there?
Who are some of the while we wait on this experiment to kick in, who are some of the greatest niggas of all time?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson may be the greatest nigga of all time.
Michael Jackson.
We was talking about earlier. Mike,
He was black, went white, still got treated like a nigga.
Mike is one of them once in a lifetime niggas. Like nobody. There's a little discussion that's been going all over the internet between, feel me, the popularity of motherfucking Taylor Swift in comparison to Michael Jackson and all this stuff.
You can't compare nobody to Mike.
Let's just clear the water. But nobody would be Michael Jackson impactful when it comes to like entertainment and all the stuff like that. The minute you could literally just get on stage and not fucking move.
For about 5 minutes.
No, it was longer than that. That nigga was just there. That nigga stood there for at least an hour. I personally think that was a robot though, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation on this episode. But he stood there for an hour.
Looked at one direction for a minute, for a cool minute.
Motherfuckers was just screaming, passing out.
As soon as he turned his head, niggas went crazy.
All types of shit. All types of shit, bruh. Niggas ain't not a single nigga complained. Nobody in the arena complained that this nigga wasn't singing no songs. He ain't play no music. He barely breathed.
Barely moved.
Michael Jackson may have been arguably greatest nigga of all time.
When he popped up, nigga, in different spots of the motherfucking stadium.
Michael Jordan,
Jordan, for real.
Jordan is one of the greatest niggas of all time.
Justin, that's.
Man, this motherfucker tastes like a elementary school food roll up.
Few accidents. I don't think you should let this slide.
They do.
Very disciplined, not solid.
They do. The strawberry one too, in particular. Yeah, that one down.
That's what it tastes like. Pretty good though.
O.J. Simpson,
They're not gonna talk.
If the love don't fit,
One
you
of
must
the-
quit.
one of the greatest niggas of all time.
You perpetrators were very lucky.
Sam Jackson and Denzel Washington is two of the greatest niggas of all time.
Go home and go to bed. But
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Host of niggas, Malcolm
I want
X,
you to repeat after me.
Huey P. If we want to, you feel me? Let's go into the political route and we let people know it ain't just that. You could be a great nigga in entertainment and on sports and all the stuff like that. We got plenty of, you feel me, other great niggas. Like everybody who's, you know, the niggas who invented everything. Niggas literally invented everything.
Everything.
Every fucking
I
thing.
don't know about you. Mine dissolved already. You good?
I'm good, I'm good.
Hey, let him go.
Alright.
How niggas not know? You should not need my address. You know.
No, we're
You know
gonna
where
stay
we
at.
at. Niggas know where niggas know.
You know where I'm at. Alright, ready to try this shit. Supposedly this motherfucker will not be sour.
If this shit work, if it don't work, I'm gonna believe a nigga made this. If it do work, I'ma still believe a nigga made this.
No. If it don't work, I think a white person made it. If it do work, the nigga for sure made
Niggas for
this.
sure made this.
We need more women. Donna, how you doing, baby? Looking real good.
Okay.
Hey,
Give me no digits.
that motherfucker was.
I will say this. I will say this.
Y'all know how when you slice the lemon up just like how this is, dip that motherfucker in sugar, and you take a bite, and you don't taste no sourness, and just straight sweet? That's exactly how that is. That's exactly how that is.
Yeah, we'll see about it.
Okay. If we gonna grade it,
How you doing?
if we gonna grade it on a scale of 10, it's like an 8 for me.
Wow, you should have got here early. I had to.
It's like an 8.
Peanut bottles, potato chips, the whole shebang.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I was about to say I'll only give it an 8 because I probably didn't swirl it around as much as I should have, but for the most part, it wasn't really sour. It was sweet. It did its job. It did its job. It did its job. Either way it go, that it passes. It passes the test. That actually made it good though.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
I hear you, man.
Ah,
I'll find you something.
that shit was good though. We gotta it really, to test that theory for real, we gotta get a warhead. That's the only way I'm gonna believe it 100% works.
I thought about that, but at the same time, the warhead's already sweet. As soon as you get past the sourness, it's already got the sweetness.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta get past that sourness first.
I got some citric acid at the house, and I got some malic acid at the house.
Yeah.
One's sour, the other one's extremely sour.
Look, it's his party.
If that shit not, if that shit work on that. Oh man, that's gonna be.
It says fruits to pair with lemons, limes, green apples, passion fruits, grapefruits, kiwis, kumquats, golden berries, and more.
I've never heard of a kumquat.
I never heard of a golden berry.
I'm pretty sure it's a whole list of 1,000 berries I've never heard of a kumquat. That's an insult. That's an insult. I believe that's an insult. My nigga Groove worked the shit out of her. She didn't know what was going on. Yeah, so yeah, we was getting on What's the greatest era of nigga?
And I keep saying the 90s.
And that's only a biased answer, you feel me? Because niggas is 90s babies. But I feel like if we gonna talk about like the essence of, I mean probably the essence of what actually nigga is.
Actual nigga?
May be the 90s. But as far as like nigga, it's like black people and all the stuff like that. The greatest era might be the 60s.
67.
Because that's when niggas was together. Niggas was more, we was more this. Now it's more like, it was more this. Niggas was more this. Now we more this. You feel me? But why we actually got one of like the best nigga movies playing in the background? What's the greatest nigga movie?
Friday.
Friday is a that's a
And Friday. That's one of the greatest.
That's one of the greatest. Now I'm going
Baby Boy.
I'm gonna argue and say Baby Boy is the most relatable movie in nigga cinema history, bruh. So give credit to my man John Singleton. He did that.
Which was originally supposed to be Tupac instead of Tyrese. But in Tupac's demise, that nigga chose Tyrese.
Where are you going? I'm going to my
Jordan? Jordan?
Do you have a problem with that, officer? Yeah, with the question. What is it, Jeopardy? No, it ain't Jeopardy. It ain't Monopoly either.
Hold on, I got it.
Free! God damn, y'all sound like a set of bookends, man. Put your hands on the top of your head. Top.
Somebody going upstairs.
I know what you're talking. I know why. There was 4 black men and a black man
yesterday.
Oh my bad. See, I be
That's my black man.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't even remind me about these things.
nah, man. I don't like last minute shit. Don't tell me somebody. Don't do it. I'm not gonna put this on camera.
Yep.
I'm not gonna put it. Just don't do it. I don't like last minute stuff. But this episode is brought to you in part by all things niggas, and that's one of the things niggas do. It's a bunch of last minute shit. Wanna like, what's one of your biggest pet peeves of niggas?
Rain and Sydney, the 2 finest women in here. Now, how can a man choose? He better choose right.
CPT time.
Just like that, huh?
I mean, but time ain't real.
Time ain't real, but nigga calling talking about nigga, I'm outside, nigga, you about 5 minutes away, nigga.
Yeah, he technically is outside though.
He technically outside. This is
He didn't
true.
say he was outside. He was outside your crib. He just said he outside. He letting you know he not in the house no more.
Would you like to dance? You sure you don't
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I be late a lot too.
Well, can I sit down?
Free country.
I feel like I'm never late. I'm never late to anything. Everything starts the moment I get there.
Don't take it personal. I didn't take it personal when you asked me.
It might not start like that for you, but for me, if you tell me I'm having a party, you feel me, and it start at, you feel me, let's say the party start at 9.
Oh, if the party started at 9.
The party start at 9. If I'm not there at 9, your party may have started for you at 9, but nigga, the party don't start till I walk in.
At least me.
Like, that's just for me.
You know, your mother should buy you a bigger
I don't know how everybody else get down, but you feel me, that's just, you feel me, personally. One of the biggest things I don't personally like about niggas is niggas is too accepting for other things and not as accepting for niggas.
Yeah, we accept everybody else except our own people.
Like, yeah, like everybody's situation, everybody, you feel me, problems, everybody celebrations, everybody struggles, stressors, whatever the case may be. Niggas is too empathetic to like, oh, it's all good. We welcome y'all. We too welcome. We too welcome into things that, but then when it comes to us, when it comes to niggas, it's like, we second guess it. It's like, oh no, it can't be that because it's niggas. Like, nah, that's the thing I don't like. If I'm willingly, as a man, if I'm willingly go out and pay, I mean, I personally wouldn't do it anyway, regardless. But if I'm willingly pay $100 for a shirt, all because of the name and the brand and what that shirt is or whatever, I couldn't turn my face up when a black person, a person that looks like me, wants to sell me a shirt for $100. I should not be like, why would I pay you $100? But this designer man, you feel me, who probably don't even like my kind.
I mean,
I'm easily gonna pay this money.
I mean, technically, that small business, black-owned business is still designer.
Or I'ma easily help this person or these said people. Because these people are going through a hard time, but when my fellow brother or my fellow sister is going through a hard time, I give them a harder time by not helping them, telling them, oh y'all got it, y'all be alright. Like that's what I don't like about us as niggas. You feel me? Niggas need to get back to, you feel me, being all for niggas and niggas first. Like you can care about other people, you care about humanity and all that shit. You feel me? Care about yourself first. And yourself is, you feel me, you and the people that look like you. Because the people that look like you ain't nothing but an extension of you. Take care of you first. Black people, we need to take care of us first. You feel me?
Yeah. Just know, your friend's small business, if they got a clothing line, that's still designer. It may not be Gucci, none of that bullshit, but it's still designer.
If your friend cooks, if your friend's a chef, nigga, they a 5-star chef, just like these 5-star restaurants you niggas will go pay $100 steaks and shit for and all this stuff like that, but niggas won't even share a motherfucking post of their peoples who, you feel me, cooking all the shit like that. Like, no, niggas, let's get back to niggas supporting niggas. You feel me? How else? Everybody want to take karma in all these different aspects, but you feel me? You don't take it for everything. Karma is literally everywhere. It happens for every aspect of your life. Whatever you put out into the world will give you back. If you not supporting motherfuckers, nobody really would support you. If you're not for your people, you cannot ask the universe to make your people be for you. You're not even for your own people. Like, that don't make no sense. You feel me? Support your peoples. Support your kind. Support just like you would support, you feel me, a stranger. Just like you would support the next motherfucker, you feel me, that don't look like you. Support the locals. Support the locals. That's what we need to, you feel me, push more often. Support the local. Your local businesses, your local artists, your local whatever the fuck it is locally. Support the locals. You feel me?
Not the crazies, but the locals.
Some of the locals. I got it. But just support your neighborhood, you feel me? Your neighborhood, everybody, you feel me? It's gonna take us to make us better. You feel me? We as niggas can't keep waiting on these saltines. We can't keep waiting on the government to let us know when it's okay for us to celebrate us. We can't keep waiting on them to let us know what's acceptable in regards to us. You feel me? Like, I think I asked this last episode. I'm gonna keep asking it every episode. Do y'all trust y'all government or not? Like they done had a history of proving to you niggas that they don't like niggas. They don't want nothing that's in the best interest of niggas. So yeah, like let's start working on ourselves because we can't wait on these niggas till, you feel me, tell us how to work on us. Like nah, man. That's out. We too government dependent, but want to be independent from each other. Like nah, we need to be dependent on each other and independent from the government. Like nigga, let's get us straight. What's the worst era of nigga?
Slavery, nigga. The fuck? Slavery, nigga.
I mean,
really, nigga? Shit, the fuck?
Did slavery really happen the way they said it happened? Cause who told you slavery happened the way it did?
I mean, shit. I'd rather believe what grandparents said than what the government who learned in school said.
I don't know my government. I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I got one grandparent. One. She wasn't born during them time. My great grand wasn't even born during them time. Once again.
I'm talking about stories passed down like told like that.
You ever played the game telephone? How much can we trust these stories that was told and passed down?
Yeah, they get switched up a lot. They get switched in translation.
That's what I'm saying. Then you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, bro. Like we was only taught some shit that we was taught. Our parents was taught different shit than us. Their parents was taught different shit than us. Who taught the parents of the parents of the parents? Like, and then it's slavery. If slavery was for all these years. A lot of these so-called slaves and all this stuff wouldn't have been the original people that was here when they originally first got here. Because you got to think, for the ones that rebelled against it and all this stuff like that, if they killed off all the strong and all the ones who, you feel me?
Yeah, why would you kill all the strong ones that you need?
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. But listen, it's just more so if you killed and got rid of all the ones who was against it and spoke out against what this was and all this stuff, you only got motherfuckers who was, you feel me, scared and all the shit like that. You can beat, because that's what they literally did, you can beat a system of belief into a certain people, or I feel like maybe it was more like they killed off the parents and they raised the kids into slavery. So those kids of those parents that they killed and all this stuff, when they had kids and all this stuff, they kids only knew what slavery was and all this stuff like that. They didn't even know shit of the beforehand and no shit like that. How else do you change a whole people over the course of one generation? If somebody was to take my kids and take them away from me and raise them under whatever values in which they wanted, my kids don't have no regulation of their true being and who they are because I ain't the one who taught them. They got some old, they living the life of other motherfuckers, and that's what the fucking school system do. The school is teaching us the shit that they want us to believe about the history. They want us to believe we came over here on boats and all this stuff, even though we was already over here. But it was them niggas that came over here on boats and shit. It was them niggas that was, you feel me, the inferior, the lesser, because them niggas wasn't civilized. Who the fuck told them? Who the fuck taught them?
They said they brought us over on boats and shit, right? But
Columbus had help sailing over here by a nigga.
the nigga never made it over here.
Alright, he went to
He
went to Haiti and all that.
Went to Haiti.
And slavery, slaves was really prisoners of war.
But again, if you planned on enslaving motherfuckers and using them as slaves, you're not gonna damage your goods. You may have taken thousands or whatever.
This is a prepaid debit call.
Ah,
We got a call from my boy.
I don't know who that is.
An inmate under John Wayne Correctional Facility.
It's me.
To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang or press 1. To prevent calls from the facility, press 9.
I think we get ready to go
This call
home.
is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
11.
My boy. Nothing, you know, just in the middle of
You
shooting.
know we recording.
I get it. I get it. My man's is trying to. We had to make some silence in the room. We didn't know if the camera caught your voice, but my man's is trying to say, for all you dumb hoes in attendance, you feel me? And this is only for the dumb hoes. Like, for all the ladies out there that get it, y'all get it. It's not for y'all. Fine. When y'all reference y'all age as 20 fine, don't do it for 25. Don't do it for the V, do it for the 9. You feel me? Not the fever. Don't do it for the fever, do it for the Nina. You feel me? Fine rhymes with 9. It doesn't rhyme with 5. Y'all, alright, look, y'all trying to stretch shit like these rappers be stretching shit.
And you know, the older you get, it's like fine wine. The older you get.
So you feel me? If you reference your age as 20 fine, 20 fine, 30 fine, 40 fine, whatever fine, we gonna automatically assume it's a 9.
29, 39, 49.
We gonna
59.
assume. So if you 45. If you 45 and you want to be 40 fine, that's cool. Wait 4 more years, ma'am. You gonna be there. You gonna be there. The problem is these dumb hoes is more like alcohol, bro. They just want to be lit in the moment. See, a woman knows she gets finer with time. You feel me? She ages. You gotta age like wine. You gotta age like wine, bro. The older, the better. The older, the finer. Do you feel me? So 9 would automatically be fine. You up there, you aged.
What they say, black of the berry, sweet as the juice.
I'm bad. Come on. Like, they don't get it, but that's only for the dumb hoes. Like, we not here to insult no beautiful, intelligent women out there.
Hey, bruh. This episode is all about niggas.
Oh yeah, we did it since it's Juneteenth. And you feel me, this technically is National Nigga Day.
This episode is...
Oh no, this episode is brought to you in part by All Things Nigga.
All niggas, all things nigga.
From the niggas that brought you Nigga Nag.
We ain't talking about practice.
Oh no, this is the actual game when it matters. Nah, yeah, we lit. This is it.
That's the game, nigga. This is game time, nigga. Fourth quarter, nigga.
We done went through our favorite nigga moments. We done went through what we feel like is the greatest era of nigga. Yeah. I mean,
I was gonna say that.
Now see, that's what I said. If we going just strictly off nigga, it might be the 99 and the 2000. But we was like talking about nigga in terms of like black people as a whole collective. They can't keep, not on nigga day, they can't keep a good nigga down. Like, why is a white man speaking on Juneteenth? I mean, technically, that's been the norm, bro. How often do you think growing up there was a black teacher teaching African American history?
Right.
Like, nigga, it's always a white motherfucker giving out some shit about niggas, bro. But who else know more about niggas, bro? Think about it, honestly.
They study us hard.
They got niggas down to a science. They knew who niggas was before we was even niggas. How the Colonel get them 11 herbs and spices, nigga?
Hey, you know, if you go on Twitter right now and look up KFC's Twitter, they're always following 11 people.
And they all got the herbs and spices name?
KFC is following all the Spice Girls and the rest of the herbs.
They following 11 herbs and spices?
They're following 11 herbs. Nah, they ain't following peaches and herbs.
Then they don't follow every herb. They only chose 11 specific herbs.
There's not even 11 specific herbs. Well, how many Spice Girls is like?
Is
5?
it herbs or herb? Like that's the thing. Is the H silent only when you pronouncing it with if you talking like herbs? But if a nigga named Herbert, you don't say Herbert. I mean, I wouldn't think she's scary. She's the scariest Spice. She might be scary. I don't know about spices. Ginger might be the spiciest Spice Girl. Wasn't that Eddie Murphy ex-wife? I mean, if you want to talk attitude-wise, okay. I mean, she is a nigga, technically, and this episode is brought to you by All Things Nigga. So, we're going to give the nigga the credit before we give anybody credit. No, look, nigga is nigga. It's part of the show right now. Normally, I wouldn't use this many nigga references. For the niggas who say nigga every 7 words.
Right.
You feel me? It's not really too much a nigga ain't ready to do. Like a nigga is.
How often y'all be singing Akon locked up in that bitch? How often do y'all be singing Akon's locked up in that motherfucker?
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. This ain't Rita.
That's the wrong place to sing that.
Hey, bro. Hey, I think you might want to tone that down, brother.
You might want to watch yourself.
Oh no, you advertising yourself at this point. I mean, it's done. It gets done though. Like we doing it regardless. It don't matter about none of that shit. That's what separates our shit from everybody else shit. You don't know what you gonna get on this motherfucker. Nigga, you getting jail calls. You could get a random. My auntie just walked through the door randomly on some shit. Like, you feel me? You never know. We done had Duke running in and out this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah,
like,
nah, Duke been on camera many times.
Like, you gonna get all of this shit. That's the whole point. Like, it ain't no limits in what's finna happen on our podcast. A fight might break out, nigga. Who knows? You never know. Nigga, it was a nigga getting chopped up downstairs last time. Nigga, like,
Bruh, nigga, chainsaw in the house, bruh. Somebody got chopped up.
nigga, helicopters flying all over the place, bro. Like, we had a GTA episode. We didn't even plan it.
Right.
That would have set it off. If somebody literally would have ran through the yard, oh, some nigga, I gotta get up out of here. That would have been the greatest episode. That would have been hard.
All he had to do was come sit down with us.
Oh yeah, we legitimately would have been. We still would have been accessory. Ashley and Jaquavius. They was. You say Arthurs? Shout out to them. Shout out to them, Arthurs. You feel me? Ashley, Jaquavius. You feel me? They sound black. They sound black. And clearly this episode is for all niggas. So you feel me? Shout out to them, you feel me? And keeping the minds of niggas, you feel me, interested in the pages. You feel me? I'm pretty sure it's like, I'm gonna say it's probably 70% of the population of women out there in the nigga community read that book. For you? Nigga, Zane is too spicy for you, nigga? Makes sense. It makes sense. There's too much. They put too much sauce on that thing.
You have 1
you too, bud.
Love you too, nigga.
Oh God, fuck with my man. All right, bro, it's all good. It's good. All right.
Yeah, all right, brother.
Thank you for using.
Shout out to my man. That nigga got timing.
Good timing.
Good time. I mean, I told him the other day, actually. He called me yesterday.
Still good timing.
Great timing. That was a great little message, you feel me? I hope the camera, you feel me, got that vocally. He was able to, is gonna be able to hear that. We gonna, you feel me, keep my mans in good prayers, good spirits, good vibes, you feel me? He'll be home soon. You feel me? Free the boy. You feel me? We gonna make this shit what it do while he down. We gonna hold it down. We gonna keep doing what we doing because this is the All of That Shit podcast and we here to just bring you literally all of that shit. You feel me? Happy Juneteenth for the niggas once again. You feel me? This episode is brought to you in part by All Things Nigga. Whether you hate us, whether you love us, whether you love the fact that you hate us or you hate the fact that you love us, without us, y'all wouldn't have the shit that y'all got now. You feel me? Niggas is, you feel me, responsible for everything. We're responsible for the way of life. We're responsible for, you feel me,
We're responsible for damn near all that shit.
We're responsible for it all, you feel me? So for all the niggas out there, and I'm only saying nigga because that's the word we are accustomed to hearing, whether it was said to us in a derogatory manner, whether it's us, you feel me, calling each other that as a tone of endearment and shit like that. Nigga, niggas, all that. If you look back, dig deep into the root of the word, it means king. You feel me? So I would proudly say I appreciate and love all my niggas. You feel me? So that's it. That's what this episode is all about. We about niggas. We need a nigga app.
We're gonna start nigga nav.
Hey, man, nigga nav is essential. Like, you get your directions either literally right then and there, or you get them last minute because that's the only way niggas work.
Because nigga nav be high.
And then sometimes, you feel me, sometimes you might get a good nigga, you might get a bad nigga, you might get an upset nigga. Who knows? But nigga nav will get you there. Unless it don't know and the service don't work in that area because niggas never be.
The niggas not allowed over there.
You feel me? But the niggas that brought you nigga nav is bringing you a bunch of shit because it's what niggas do. As the movie plays back again. Niggas.
My boy here, who's he? You know who he is. Here, bro.
What's
Oh, be saying yourself. That's what these folks' house know that paid for. Y'all in here doing something wrong. Whatever your name is. Sound like somebody catching
have a little guess.
See my boy.
He should be outside. He should be coming up.
Why don't you go on and watch the Late Show, Pop?
I mean, gonna kind of switch. You feel me? Gonna kind of switch the flow and switch the subject around a little bit.
Just like a nigga late.
Yeah, just like a nigga. As we wrap up the conversation of niggas, you feel me?
About 39.
I was about to say, you can stop it. Stop it. And then, this is my guy, you feel me? Hey, welcome back. We got
a special
a
guest
very
here.
special guest here, you feel me? Yeah.
Usually we do interviews and shit, but this ain't no interviews.
Alright, this is my guy right here. I'ma let him, because you feel me, I'ma let him introduce himself. You feel me? Because this is a real reputable individual right here. You feel me? This man, you feel me? I can tell you about the man, but the man is here himself. So why don't you tell the people who he is, my boy?
Oh yeah, I know what the fuck going on, man. It's J.Parkay, you feel me? Big chicken shit, you know, it's still super rat shit. International P, y'all know what the fuck going on, man. We here.
That's international.
You feel me?
Not local.
Not local.
Not local.
Not local like we were just talking about earlier.
Not even, that ain't even national. Like, it ain't even national. It's beyond that.
You know, Mr. 12 country. You know,
You feel me? 12. How many y'all got?
Passports and flights, you know, type shit.
You feel me? Yeah, welcome to all of that shit podcast, my man. You feel me? We briefly was, you feel me? It wasn't brief. It was a bunch of shit going on. We was just talking about a bunch of shit because today is technically National Nigga Day.
National Nigga Day. Shout out to all the niggas.
Shout out to all the niggas out there. You feel me? We went through a whole line of shit. We want to ask you, what is one of your favorite nigga moments in like the history of nigga?
Nigga moments?
Nigga moments. Like it could be a bad nigga moment, good nigga moment, embarrassing nigga moment. It could be a celebrity nigga moment. It could be a local nigga moment most niggas don't even know about.
Real nigga moment? What am I? I ain't never been asked that question. That's my favorite. Real nigga moment?
Come on, man.
It don't even have to be.
It don't even gotta be you. What's the favorite?
There's a lot of real nigga shit that took place, man. There's a lot of real nigga shit that took place. I would say one of my favorite real nigga moments.
Not even a real nigga moment, just a nigga moment.
A nigga moment.
A nigga moment. You know what a nigga moment is. For example, I said Lil Mama jumping on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. That's a nigga moment.
Oh, a nigga moment?
It's like why I said one of my favorite nigga moments was Kanye. Just, you feel me, telling niggas that George Bush don't care about niggas.
Hey, you know what's so funny? Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off that one. Cause one nigga moment that shit had me dying was when Kanye went up on stage on the Taylor Swift bitch and said, "You don't deserve this."
Nigga, Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time. Shout out to Ye. Shout out to Ye. Ye is responsible for a lot of
nigga moments.
And word is he got Adidas back.
Yep, he did.
Oh yeah, he did get that back. You feel me?
They tried
to stop the bread.
Shout out, yeah. I still don't fuck with him for talking about Jews. I still don't fuck with him about that because you don't say nothing bad about the Jews. They fuck with niggas. I've been over there. They fuck with niggas.
I mean,
They fuck with everything.
I don't personally feel as if that he spoke bad all the time. I didn't think all that shit he said was bad. Some of that shit. That's the thing. Some of the shit was facts.
I said, look, that's the thing though. I understand that with certain things being facts, but it's just certain lanes. As a nigga, as a real nigga, you just don't cross on camera.
I could understand that part.
In all honesty, like I said, I've been over there, P.
But like I feel that
never done nothing to niggas, proposition niggas, put niggas on the left side of the board in any shape, form, or fashion. And if you really speak about it, even speaking in history, that's the only other race of people that had a history as versus niggas. We had slavery. They kids and women got burnt. I don't give a fuck about the time frame. You don't put human people through a criminal torment unit.
You right.
Like, you
right. I give you that. I on the second, like I on the second hand.
They both fucked up.
I on the second hand feel like the time frame matters. Like the time frame is definitely more. It's more defining.
Right. But I say that's the only other people that went through something as worse as us. Like time frame, you feel me, can vary. You can say what you want to say about time frame.
Nah, yeah. The situation as far as what happened, yes.
And they went through that as a race. That's the only other race that can say they've been through something as worse as niggas.
Is it really a race though?
Right. Jews, bro, stop.
Is it really a race?
Jews. That's race, nationality, ethnicity. Nigga, they cover all that. They cover all that. If you want to get even technical, they carry all that. As a race, nationality, they cover all that. Jews cover all that.
I didn't know that. Hey, look,
I didn't know that.
You learned something. I didn't know that. Hey, look, how How else is you gonna be informed on things you don't know if you don't ask the questions that need to be asked? Simple as that. Like for everybody who might be out there saying, "Well, how you in?" Like nigga, there's a lot of shit I wouldn't know.
I sat down and broke breads with real Jewish people. Real Jews. Sat down, broke bread with them.
But see, then that's another thing. That would be another misconception that what we grow up under, you feel me, American systems and being taught, we wouldn't even know.
Oh what? No,
We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know as a people if Jews even fuck with niggas because of how it's portrayed to us in the media and all the shit like that. Because
Middle East in general, bro. Middle East in general. When you go over there, you feel me? They fuck with niggas.
I feel like it's love everywhere, nigga.
Why you think when most people move over here, they move to the hood? It's a reason why. It's not just because you feel me everything cheap over here. You feel me? They can buy shit. Yeah, bro. It's really like that over here. You feel me? Just
everybody, niggas love us.
So no, but I mean like niggas though. Not just like it's a lot of places that love Americans, but then there's certain places that love niggas.
I believe it.
You feel me?
I believe it.
How does it work?
You feel me?
The Middle East is one of them.
It works like a bomb.
Okay.
You're gonna be good.
Yeah, the Middle East, they fuck with niggas.
And I feel like a lot of places, niggas can go that's more accepting to niggas than they are Americans.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
like motherfuckers hate Americans. I feel like motherfuckers really hate Americans. Like nigga, we Americans just think we the greatest motherfuckers in the world and all shit like that. America really is shitty as hell. But it's places I feel like it's places I can go that I feel like I would be accepted more for being a nigga than I would be just because I'm fucking American.
Because everybody got their own level of bullshit. You feel me? Like motherfuckers can rationalize it and put it on whatever type of level or spectrum they want to put it on. That's your personal preference. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, everybody goes through bullshit that you can technically place in the same levels as our type of bullshit. You feel me? It might not come from the same direction and angle, but on their terms, you feel me?
From their perspective,
going on,
some nigga we say, nigga is nigga, right? Nigga is nigga. It wouldn't matter because if niggas, like I said, niggas want to get technical, you feel me? Nigga just mean ignorant.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. If you want to be technical, in which they made the defining term for nigga. Nigga, we already got to the origins and all the stuff of how the nigga
an ignorant person of color pigment. Hey, it might not be this color, it might not be as dark as us, but everything outside of Europe and Russia got some color to them.
Okay.
They say Asians is yellow. You put an Asian person next to a white person just off the skin color. So
they do. If we being yeah.
Like that's just knowledge for the people though. You feel me? I be doing things.
Knowledge, nigga, from the niggas that brought you niggas.
The niggas that brought you nigga now.
You
nigga knowledge.
Some nigga knowledge here today. You feel me? What? I said we ran through a lot of shit in terms of nigga.
Let's go. We on niggas.
One of your what would be some of you feel like some of the greatest niggas of all time?
Some of the greatest niggas. Some of the greatest niggas. Some of the greatest niggas, right?
And you go through all spectrums, whether it's, you feel me, entertainment, sports, law, you feel me, military.
Some of the greatest niggas.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Nelson Mandela. He a saucy nigga. He sat down for what he felt. I don't go fuck with nobody said he did time.
In terms of nigga, that's one of the realest things you can do.
He sat down.
Hey, that nigga did some time.
Barack Obama, because despite what everybody said, he realized the military was wasting their time in the Middle East, and he pulled them out. And that mattered because he did that when I was in the military. He pulled a lot of niggas from over there. I'm gonna be one of the niggas in the military. I tell you, 65-70% of my time overseas, I was sitting out in the desert playing Xbox and getting tax-free money. I ran up a back. Alright, so it's like, and I'm not the only one. So he pulled the nigga from over there, I was some real nigga shit. The OG nigga that sold dope from Brookfield.
That was fucking with Griselda?
Yeah.
That nigga is one of the greatest niggas of all time.
Yeah.
He had her.
He had the plug. He had the plug,
And the
nigga.
thing is, it ain't even just about the plug. Like, niggas don't understand. Your actions is based off the L's you're willing to take. That's what people don't understand. When you step forward, you gotta always be ready for the L.
Yeah.
That nigga knew fucked with the bitch that he knew would come over here and burn everything down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From federal penitentiary. She would come up, have motherfuckers come over and burn everything down.
She'll blow this bitch up.
And he still fucked with her. He was ready for the biggest L the nigga could take.
And that's just off if you piss her off.
Yeah, like that's
For
like,
the smallest
yeah,
of
like,
things,
fuck
nigga.
Ops, fuck the niggas over there.
Fuck
That
going to
nigga
go
finna
cheat
tear you
on
down.
like, bruh, fuck going to go cheat on her or no shit like that. She could just be having a bad day. You could piss her off of the smallest thing, and nigga, yo, it's done.
Ain't too many niggas can say they would have took that L, bro. I don't know what they talking about.
Nah, you really gotta weigh that out. I don't like, and a lot of I don't think a lot of niggas really think about it in that aspect. Like they think about more so of what they gaining, and it's like, nigga, no. If you gaining all this, what is you losing to gain all that though? What's the loss?
As soon as he started fucking that bitch, it was over. He was supposed to be with that bitch, keep the paper first. You feel me? Look, leave the ass to the next nigga, man.
Hey man, look. They say if you gotta risk it for the biscuit. That biscuit was big enough for him to risk it. That ain't bold. He go down as one of the greatest niggas of all time.
Right, greatest niggas.
Definitely.
And then like just to bring it back home, you feel me? Lord being Felix.
Felix Mitchell.
Yeah, shout out to him. Straight like that.
My other brother, shout out, that whole.
They got it going out here the right way. Show niggas how to
really eat, really move, really move.
Show niggas how to really program.
It's not too many motherfuckers that can't say if they family, even if they family was involved in the streets, that they wasn't influenced at some point by what them niggas did back in the day. Like, cause them niggas really did it.
Yeah, they did it, and they did it the right way. You feel me? They did it the right way. You feel me? They did it the way they were supposed to do it. They put out the blueprint out there. You feel me? Like, if you don't get in the dope game, this is how you do it.
Them niggas was eating, bruh.
And then put the whole hood on,
like the entire hood.
That's what niggas don't do no more. You feel me? Them niggas went up and then put everybody all around them. My man and everybody else.
Niggas more like we was just saying earlier, niggas went from being more like this to being more like this now. Everybody wanna run around individually and all this stuff. You feel me?
That's what it is.
Alright, I heard some shit on that little saying, like, yeah, we could say it's a crabs in the bucket
I was just about to
mentality.
say that, but it's
But
actually
let's talk about the fact of why are these crabs in this bucket? Who put these crabs in? Crabs ain't supposed to be in the barrel.
It's not even that. When you mention crabs in the barrel and shit, right? Crabs mostly stick together when they're in the water and shit. And they help each other out. So when you think that motherfucker's trying to pull him down, nah, the one that's up there is actually trying to pull the rest out.
So it's the reverse of what we think it is.
Yeah.
So in reality,
You
it's
up
like
here, you up
if we
here.
all
I'm not trying to pull you down. You're actually trying to pull me out.
crabs in the barrel and we all trying to get
It's
out,
actually, yeah.
and then we
They actually
finally
stick
see that
together.
it's one crab that finally got to the top. This nigga, instead of us being the crabs trying to pull him down,
Nah.
he's at the top. He's really trying to pull all of us up. So
Yeah.
it's like, I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's actually the opposite, quite opposite.
That's crazy.
It works.
That's crazy.
It works both ways in a sense because if I'm the crab that's at the top, it's tough as fuck for me to try to pull all y'all up at the same time.
But if I can get one of you,
get one of you up here, it'll be
much
a little bit easier.
Now you can help.
See, that's the mentality niggas need instead of like, okay, I make it to the top, I'm responsible for everybody. Like, even if you feel like you gotta be responsible for everybody, you are only responsible for yourself and your family.
Yeah.
But if I can get to the top of this said barrel and I can get you up there, you can help me get him up there. He can help me get him up there. We all come with our own families to motherfucking get up there. So now instead of me trying to pull you and your family up as well as him and his family up, I can just pull you up. Now you can pull your family up because I put you in that position. Now you can put somebody else in a position to help pull their family up. Now they can put somebody else in a position to help pull their family up. That's the whole thing. We just looking at the concept wrong.
Yeah, niggas see it the wrong way.
They fucked up, and that's not even really on niggas. Like, you gotta think, we psychologically was beat as generational trauma. All this shit was beat into niggas and all the stuff like that. But if niggas really take a second and really just think the other way, because a lot of the shit they taught us, the truth is really the opposite of it.
Think so?
That's really all it is, nigga. Even if you wanna say niggas are crabs in the fucking barrel, we not pulling motherfuckers down when they make it to the top. We putting too much pressure on one person at the top to pull all of us up.
Man, just belong
Can I sprinkle something on you?
Go ahead, do your thing.
When I heard that term as a youngster, the first time I heard that term as a youngster, it actually wasn't out here. It was in the South. And it was one of my uncles. We did a lot of like outside nature type shit, right? Have you ever been inside the water and seen a group of crabs?
Nah.
Do you think you will ever go inside the water and see a group of crabs?
How much we got?
If given the opportunity, yeah, I wouldn't willingly do it on my own.
Alright, so Pete, I've been inside water, domestically and internationally. You don't see crabs. You don't see crabs working together. Every other form of fish life moves in some type of group. They don't move alone.
So crabs are more individuals.
They're individual as fuck. They do things alone. Have you ever looked at an actual barrel of crab?
Nope.
Yeah, right? What did you see in that barrel?
They all fight each other pretty much. Or it appears to be fighting.
I ain't never seen it. I don't deal with crabs and all shit like that. So you feel me?
When you put a crab in his natural habitat, it's made to move along. And it doesn't work well with others.
Put it in an environment that it ain't.
So when you put those crabs in that barrel, they can't function around that group. They can't do it. They have to get out. That's why over so much time, they're gonna start plucking and killing each other. That gets the fuck out of there.
That makes sense. That makes sense. See, and once again, nigga knowledge, because I was unaware. I just always assumed based on the saying that that's just what they meant.
And that's just the nature of it. So it's like a person can take it, but that's just the nature of it. If you put a group of crabs together, them motherfuckers are gonna wall out.
I mean, same applies with niggas. If you put a group of, niggas is more reasonable. Over time though, yeah.
Go to a fresh fish market and take a live crab out and leave it by itself. Put it right there on the counter by itself. I bet that motherfucker stay cool.
But then put
one right next to him, that fish gonna start pinching.
Crabs don't like each other.
You got quite a reputation at your school.
Okay, that's deep. That's some real shit. Hey, look, see, I was unaware of all this. I wasn't privy to none of this. Y'all go do your research out there. You feel me? Y'all make the determinations for your own self. You feel me? Like I said, I'm one of them people that just go off based off sayings and what people say and what they say shit mean. And you feel me? We put a different, you feel me, spin on it. We gave a different perspective, and they came with some facts we was unaware of.
That's crazy. Like I never even as a youngster, I didn't even really know what it means. So you feel me, older uncles and grandfathers, you feel me, and shit. We went fishing, you feel me, and they used to catch crab. And that's how I found out what it meant. Like they showed me that shit. I'm like, oh. I mean, if you show a nigga something, it's like, oh, you feel me?
Nah,
it makes
yeah.
sense. And the one time I did that shit at a fish market, you feel me, with the homie in Fremont.
Okay, that's how you test and prove. You test and prove.
Is it the handle?
Oh yeah, control it.
All right, you know.
It's all good, my guy.
I'll let y'all.
As we move down, you feel me? We move on to the next little thing and all the stuff like that, you feel me? But not only is today being International Nigga Day and all the stuff, yesterday, you feel me, as some may know, was Father's Day. You feel me?
Shout out to the fathers.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world, you feel me? One of the things I want to ask, you feel me?
Free the fathers that's locked up.
Free the fathers that's locked down, you feel me? What
R.I.P. the fathers that fallen.
What role, how important is the role of a father?
How important?
How important? Because society today likes to, you feel me, downplay the importance of a father and the impact he has on the lives of his children.
Well, the role of a father is downplayed for economical progress. The way economics has been shaped in our society. That's why the father is downplayed. The importance of the father has a magnitude that you can't really compute with a word. You know what I mean? You can't, because of how this society is structured, the man is necessary in too many shapes, forms, and fashions. So it makes the father be most important. And I don't even, and I say that respectfully.
As a father myself, I know you are too. You feel me? I feel that deeply because, and no disrespect to the women who are mothers and who do a hell of a job with they mother and all stuff like that, but systematically, how important do you really think a father is if the powers that be went all their way to take a father out the home?
I mean, that shows you how important.
That's what I'm saying. Like for those who think what we saying may be disrespectful to anybody, it's like, nah, it's no disrespect, because you feel me, like most of us men come from single mothers, like whether that was on their own or whatever the case may be and all the shit like that, but we had dads too and all the stuff like that. Becoming dads and being involved in my kids' life and all the stuff like that, it's like I could never disrespect what a mom does.
Never.
For her kids and all the stuff like that, because I done seen my mama do a lot of shit when my dad was in jail and, you feel me, out of jail doing his thing and all the shit like that and all the stuff. So, but systematically going back, a father is so important for his kids' lives and their development into society and to be adults and all the stuff like that. A father is so important that the powers that be had to go out their way to convince the women that it was okay for the father not to be in the home. Like, that's how important of a role we play.
You know what's so funny? Because see, that was part A. Like trying to show them each and every other way why the father isn't important, right? That was part A. But at the same time, women aren't stupid. So you couldn't just tell them that the father isn't needed. You had to give them resources that cover
everything the father was doing.
Things. Yeah. You had to give them the resources.
You had to give them the provided part.
Shit and think she just nah.
Right, yeah.
You feel me? Unless she's stepping, you can't just tell a woman, nah, it's not fit to work that way. You feel me? So the only way it's fit to work is if you give them tools.
Yeah.
And while giving them tools on the back end, you saying and doing what's necessary to fit the void that goes with those tools. You feel me? You can tell a woman she's independent all day, every day. And it's like, hey, okay, cool. But then if you give her certain tools that fills the majority of the independence void, and then tell her she's independent.
That was like, oh yeah.
She started thinking about some shit. You feel me?
It makes sense.
They start giving tools. But see, the thing is, even with those tools given, inadvertently that still shows the importance of a man. Because despite what type of nigga he is, at the end of the day, men have to do certain things to move forward. We can't lean on others. And you just can't do it as a man. Ain't no male in any species of life leans on another. It just doesn't work that way. So the nigga has to do something. The man has to do something, you feel me? So even when those other tools are thrown into place, you feel me, and pushed, and that agenda is pushed, it still takes an upright man to sit there and be like, okay, cool. This is how we work this. Right. This is how we weave and maneuver this.
And that's what I feel like a lot of.
And then you put yourself in a position.
A lot of us
those
men.
tools aren't needed. It's a want. Simply because you're giving them.
And I feel like that's where a lot of us men in our generation are still pushing to be the men that we are, because statistically, you feel me, black fathers of this generation.
You're gonna have to take a brief intermission.
Got you. Another thing in the terms of fathers, I want to know what's your opinion as far as how do you feel about being a father? What's your best take from being a father?
My best take is, I don't know, with me, it's like, with my little, excuse my French, with my little fuckers, it's like watching me all over again.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why, but like, that shit is fucking dope. That shit is dope.
That's a trip, ain't it? That is a trip.
I
think that's one of the most eye-opening experiences.
And then with me personally, I just had a son. So I already was like 8 years strong with my daughter. So I was seeing a little girl
version of you.
Yeah. Just be hella just like into just hella shit that I was into as a kid and all this shit. And it's just, I'm like, ooh, we get to do this, that, and the third. Ooh, all this shit. She asked me that she wanted to do and whatnot. You feel me? Like, one of the homegirls asked me, like, how do I view my life when I'm 40? I'm like, nigga, at 40, I'm being turned up. You understand? My daughter's going to be 14. In high school. Playing house sports.
That's gone.
That shit, man. We could be
I'm about to say. I'm about to say, if you're a dad that's involved, if you're a dad that's active from your kids being, you feel me, a baby until they up there in age, being a part of your kids' life, supporting them in the shit that they like, not the shit that you want for them, but like when they genuinely like something and interested in something, to be 100% behind that, it's
hella dope when they're genuinely interested in something in a blueprint model you already have set. Because like my older brother, he ran track, and that's how I ran track. He ran track. He went to the Olympics and all the shit, you feel me? I ain't get a chance to do that because I didn't start the years he started, you feel me? But like now I already see like the blueprint, like, oh yeah, you do it this way, that way. You know, all these other resources, media outlets, articles, shit, like get filmed, shit, you feel me? Mass level and whatnot. And just like my daughter coming up, they like, Daddy, I want to run track. I'm like, what? For real?
Say less.
She was like, yeah, watch my form. And took the fuck off. And I'm like, ooh, shit. My daughter gonna burn somebody in 6 years.
And that be the best thing.
She gonna be smothering shit.
That be the best thing, and she came at the right age to really just do everything, to really just learn, grow into, you feel me, perfecting everything she can possibly do about that little particular technique.
I'm like, that's so easy. Like
breath, form, diet.
No. Already, like I already know. So
just you yourself.
Yeah. And then my brother, you feel me? Like, oh, then my mom even ran track all through high school.
I feel the same way, cause like my oldest son ain't really athletic, and I don't have a problem with that. He's more into artistic shit, like graphic designing and shit like that. I love him. By all means, I'm for it. I'm with it. As much as I would want my oldest son to play any type of sport. The fact that he don't, I love. But my youngest, Duke's been running up to me lately talking about I want to play football. Let's go.
Right now.
Let's go.
I'm here for it.
Let's go. My little nigga built like a mini fridge too, nigga. Let's go.
You know what's so funny? Cause my son was like, we was talking about the sports and shit. She wanted to play hoop. I'm like, man, that's for suckers. We ain't playing hoop. Respectively, but nah. The thing with hoop is it's too much politics and red tape. You gotta go. You feel me? And then it's too much of an eye test. You feel me? Like I already know, like my son, he gonna be between. You feel me? 5'11" and 6'1". Now, he can be a saucy ass 6 foot corner. We can push that.
Yeah.
And then we finessing the eye test. Now let's talk basketball. You name me 3 nice 6 foot point guards.
No, that now we get into a higher level of talent class. Like it's not that many.
I'm not finna have a 6'4" son.
We not finna get his hopes up.
Yeah, I'm not.
And we also not finna make this nigga just work extrally hard. I want him to be great, but I want him to be great.
You feel me? Even if you play baseball, I even go that way.
I ain't even gonna lie. I would lean. I feel like if my oldest son wanted to play a sport, baseball would be and I love it.
With all that, but
go ahead.
Basketball, that's too much red tape.
I feel like
that's too much red tape.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like regardless, learning, because with parenting for me, learning to not push the quote unquote dreams I couldn't live out in my life on my kids was one of my biggest lessons I had to learn. Like I said, I wanted my oldest son to play sports. I wanted him to. The fact that he wasn't interested in playing sports just made me feel as if, like, okay, now I have to accept the fact that even though my son is exactly like his daddy, he has a different characteristic of his dad that's more potent for him.
You know what's so funny? Like, my son's mother asked me, like, what if he ends up not even want to play sports? I looked at her and said, do you not understand I have a blueprint for that too?
Yeah.
Already. I'm like, I had 3.8 in high school.
And it's bad. Oh man, a lot of people. I would say a lot of people really wouldn't know and all this stuff. Because if you knew me from back then and all the stuff, you know what I did. You know all the stuff, sports, streets, whatever the case may be. Nigga, I was on honor roll up until like 11th grade, bro. I'm saying, like, niggas forget about all the little accolades and all the stuff like that. Like, I could have academically, I could have took myself way further than what I wanted to do. So it's like, oh no, nah.
Just thugging.
I never wanted my kids, you feel me, to live the life that, you feel me, I live, because that's the life I chose to live. I had to do some of the shit. I had to do it. It wasn't that. Nigga, even if a nigga didn't want to, the circumstances of my life led me down the path that, you feel me, I had to go on and all this stuff. Me personally, you feel me, unless something out of my control led my kids down a similar path, I'm gonna do everything in my power to put them on the path that they need to motherfucking go on. Exactly, and it's like, it's more, for me, it's more so of, I try to give my kids a lot of what my parents couldn't necessarily give me for whatever the reasons they couldn't. Not necessarily material things and all the stuff like that. That's just come off me wanting to spoil my kids and all the shit. But a lot of the shit that I didn't have was support. Like my dad died early. You feel me? So all the stuff that I needed him for, he just couldn't be there. Right. So no fault to him. He just couldn't be there. My mama had 5 kids to motherfucking take care of in the household. She had to be at work all the time. Right. Moms couldn't come to my motherfucking football games and all the shit like that. She couldn't come to certain shit that I felt like, you feel me, I needed my parents there for. So that's what I try to give my kids. Anything y'all want to do, nigga, I'm for it. I don't give a fuck what it is.
It's like a nigga for it, but it's like now I have a blueprint. That's what I said. With me personally, I was lucky, they feel me, to have like a saucy ass age gap. You feel me, and having my daughter first. You feel me? Because the thing is, it's always different dynamics and parenting between, you feel me, father and son.
Then father and daughter. I tell niggas all the time, you a dad when you have a son. You are a father when you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Cause a daughter is what teaches you the complete full spectrum of what a man is supposed to be. Because now you have to carry yourself. If you wasn't this type before, if you ain't have no type of sense of how to move appropriately for the sake of a woman and all the stuff like that, you have to now have that perspective because you are raising a woman yourself. Like, you have to show her how a man is supposed to move. But not only that, you have to now show her how a man is supposed to treat women. How are you gonna set yourself to be a good example if you're not treating women properly? And that can just be the woman you had the kid with. It could be your mama, it could be your sister, the women you bring in your kids' lives, whoever you deal with personally outside of your kids. If they not gonna cross your kids' path, you treat them how you treat them. I'm telling you, like, if your daughter see you engage with women, you need to treat them women in the manner that your daughter is gonna be proud to see her daddy move in, because she looking up to you. You her first example of a man.
You know what's so funny? I realized, even on top of that, it actually shapes how you deal with people as well. It actually shapes how you deal with people as well. Because dealing with women give you a certain understanding. But see, raising a daughter, it makes you accept certain things in general life.
Yeah. Oh. Whew.
And just interacting with other people. It gives you a heightened sense of responsibility. It gives you a heightened sense of understanding. It gives you a hyper sense of acceptance. As men, as black men from the streets, there's a certain level of understanding we just didn't have growing up. It's a certain level of acceptance we just wasn't gonna have. Even when we got into adulthood, it was certain things we just wasn't accepting, certain things we just wasn't doing, certain things we just wasn't
certain shit that just didn't matter.
It was a certain way we just wasn't moving. But when you have to raise a daughter, you have to.
You have, and that's the cool part. Like, it's never that you want to, because if you wanted to, you would have been did that. Like, and I feel like in certain aspects, your daughter be your karma. For men, your daughter be your karma for it's either good or bad. If you was a womanizer, if you mistreating women, dogging women out, having multiple women, blah blah blah, moving in a manner that wasn't respectable, karma would give you a daughter, because nigga, now you have to do that. You have to, or your karma is gonna be somebody treating your daughter in the same light that you move with these women. Like, but at the same time, if you grew up and you didn't have a wholesome relationship with your mama, a daughter could be your karma for that. now you can get the love from a woman's perspective in the light of a daughter that you couldn't have got from your mama or whatever the case may be. Like it's all a lesson in itself. I just feel like with a daughter you learn more. You learn how to become a better man in a total aspect. Whereas if you just have a son, because I had my son first. So before I even, you feel me, had my daughter and accepted the fact that I had a daughter, you feel me, I was just living off the fact that I got a son. That's another me. He, no matter what he go through or no matter what he see his daddy go through, he's gonna be all right because he's a boy. I literally saw my daddy go through a whole bunch of shit. In my head, I turned out fine. With all the flaws and all the shit that I got wrong with me, I'm able to still function and get myself through society and take care of my business and all the stuff like that. I still conduct myself in the manner in which a man is supposed to conduct himself. Like, yes, I had my fuck ups, I learned, but that's all a part of being a man. My son will be all right. You feel me? Like, it's not too much about me that I really have to change in light with just only having a son. Have a daughter, woohoo, you gotta do a whole 360. You gotta really change everything, bro. Like,
and that's why I say me personally, you feel me? Shit's even simpler on the back end. You feel me? Because I had a daughter first. So it was levels of understanding I had to reach like 5 years ago. 5, 6 years ago. You feel me? It was like my daughter first, like 3 years of life, she was like damn near son to me. So she seen me interact with people in general, not just women. She seen me interact with people. And you know, he's having to talk with niggas a certain type of way.
yeah.
You feel me? And I'm like, I even gotta talk to niggas a certain type of way with my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I can't let her think it's okay to talk to niggas.
Any type of way, or even allow niggas to you feel me, talk to you in any type of way, like. And then I feel like a lot of fathers gotta pay attention to the impact we have on our kids. We telling our sons the type of man they need to be just off them watching us and all this stuff. We are also telling our daughters the type of men to look for just by watching us. So
You're showing your daughter more.
For all the men with daughters, we have to be mindful of that when we are raising these little girls. We are raising these girls to look for a specific type of man, and that's only if we are raising them to look for a specific type of man. A lot of men raise their daughters to be a lot of the women we hate, superly independent.
You have to raise your daughter to understand how to operate through life.
Facts. That's first and foremost.
How to be a woman.
I feel like you gotta show your daughters I tell my daughters, especially my oldest daughter, I tell her I'm the perfect example of both what to look for in a man and what not to look for in a man. All of my bad qualities, a lot of niggas are that. That's just them. Like, period. But a lot of the principles I preach, a lot of the qualities that I have, that I carry about myself, is the good shit that you will be looking for. You are gonna want to look for a man who is willing to go above and beyond for, like, y'all, in the sense of family and stuff like that. You want to look for a man who will listen to you, hear you out, respect your and value your opinion. But at the same time, you gonna see that a man, in my opinion, a man does not allow anybody, regardless of who that person is, disrespects him. A man is gonna stand up for himself before anything. A man is gonna stand by the principles in which he believes in. If a man can't stand on his word, he's not a man. If a man say this is what he's gonna do, hold that man to that word, because what's a man without his word? Your word and your balls is the only thing you got. If you can't stand on neither, are you really a man? That's what we as fathers have to show our daughters. Are we a man of our word? One, and are we a man of our balls? Like at the end of the day, am I standing on the shit that I say? Not just to my kids. Look at the stuff that you say to your kids' mamas. Your kids is listening to that too. Your kids is tuning in. But am I standing on that? Am I standing on what I say I'm gonna do? Am I standing on the principles I say I live by? If not, you need to rethink. Your kids is watching. That's really of importance.
Hey, you know, it's just so crazy when a lot of people like they go against me about. I had a conversation with my daughter. The one thing men have to remember to teach their daughters is that they have to know how to move through life and be alphas, but understand they're not going to get as far as they want without knowing how to submit in the right situation. Because our society is always going to be set up that way. That no matter how far a woman gets, she can only walk through certain doors when she's attached to a man. And then it's an upright man. That's on business.
I feel like I agree 100%. I feel like instead of, and this works both with raising your sons and your daughters the same way. Instead of raising them to focus and completely, you got to take care of yourself at the end of the day. Once you get old, you got to be able to take care of yourself. But to get further in life with anything, you can't do it by yourself. So you got to be able to function in a cohesive unit, a team. You feel me? We got to get back to raising our daughters to be able to work with men. We got to get back to raising our sons to be able to work with women instead of working against each other, because we all want to be for self. Like as men, we are wired to be providers. We didn't set that dynamic though. We didn't set it's our dynamic to be the provider and the protector. We ain't say that. That happens naturally. It happens naturally. It just is what it is. I would not want my mama, my sister, girl cousins, or aunties to have to go out there and fight for something when I can do that. You feel me? So,
but in order for him to do that, he has to know how to become a complete individual in his own right.
Yeah.
To be that figure.
You gotta be able to do it for, like I said, you gotta be able to do it for yourself.
To be that figure.
You gotta be able to do it for yourself. And once you're able to do it for yourself, you're able to take care.
But see, it's another level of that though, because, and that's one thing I had to learn. It's another level of that, because doing for yourself, I swear to God, it's not the same for doing for
Others.
The company.
Yeah.
It's not the same, and that's what these niggas don't understand. Of course, niggas can be independent. Of course, niggas can take care of themselves, but it takes more when you have to take care of the company. Think about it this way: when you apply for an apartment out here, right? Why do you think you have to have on paper 3 times what the rent is?
You gotta be able to cover shit. You gotta be able to handle what comes.
It's the automatic overhead.
I gotta be able. If I'm renting this to you, you have to show me that you are able to afford this.
So that's what it is when you are the figure. Taking care of yourself is easier.
Now, but see, exactly, because it's like I only need so much to take care of me.
Yeah.
I cannot go. I can go without something if it's just me.
You can't have that thought process.
I can't have that thought process. I mean, you can still kind of have it for yourself, but in a collective, it just because I can go without, don't mean the collective can go without.
That's a fact. So to be that figure, you really gotta think about the company first.
And that's the
think about the company first. You gotta be a complete individual, mind and body.
And that's some knowledge for y'all. Right now, we gotta wrap up and conclude another episode of the All of That Shit podcast. You feel me? Once again, my boy J.Parkay, special guest in the building. We will have more of this topic, we'll have more topics, more real topics, more substance topics, more, you feel me, just topics about anything and everything. My boy will be a guest again on many episodes. As you can see, we done got into some deep shit. His perspective is mind-blowing. This is your boy, Benjamin Dranklin. You feel me? Follow your boy. Choose my Nemo on IG. All of that shit podcast. Stay tuned for your next episode.